experience the world every day, and it seems too true to us actually. We think this is the only thing, and we are told to go dive deep into ourselves and know the Brahman. But when we are experience this thing, and this is a conscious experience, so how can I differentiate between this conscious and this conscious experience? And how can I, what method can I use to know this thing?
So how do we know Brahman? We are used to experiencing the world. The thing is, see, it is due to the power of our senses and mind that the world appears so real. It is due to our senses and our mind. This very world, does it appear real to the robot? No. Does it appear real to any other creature? Like suppose there is a creature with some other sense, like a bat. It is a different world it sees. See, I see a green tree, the cat sees a grey tree. So the world is not out there as it is, but my senses and mind give me the experience of it. It's more true to say I am experiencing the world than to say the world is out there and so I am experiencing it. Our senses and mind are so made to catch and experience a certain level of reality. Now, that is why we are experiencing only the world. If I have to know the reality of Brahman, first I must be able to withdraw within myself. Then I will see the world only as God, not as my senses reveal it. So this much should be clear to us. What we are saying is an interpretation of senses and mind. It is not out there like this.
Animals and this other creatures, they don't have that.
They don't see the same world. They don't experience the same world. In a generic way, we human beings experience a world like this because we have the same five senses and similar minds. So a large part of your experience is interpretation. And not just that, there are many things which we can say here. If our senses are indrawn, if the mind is very peaceful and calm, you are going to perceive a different world, isn't it? If my intellect is steady, I will pick up also from what is there, what appears to be there. I will pick up only that which is really beneficial and good for me. Vashehi asyendriyani tasya prajna pratishtita. Bhagavad Gita says, one whose senses are under control, his prajna is fixed. He will have prajna, not others. Otherwise, we are carried away. So, our senses and mind, to a great extent, determine our reality. If I have to know Brahman, and as he is, then I must be able to, first of all, the sadhana is required. Withdraw the senses, withdraw the mind into the self. How do I do this? What is the meaning of withdrawing senses into mind and mind into the self? The meaning is these senses constantly turning outward. See, you can hear that dog was barking. We could hear it, isn't it? But there is blood gushing through our veins and the heart pumping so loud, but I can't hear it. Senses are turned outward. It can't catch what is going on within me. All our senses are turned out. See, the eyes, the sockets are turned outward. We are geared to only perceive object. This is Maya's play. Turning you all outward. All the sensors are outward turned. See, when you make a robot, no AI. Today I use all AI examples because these children know only AI. They don't know the human mechanism. They know AI. So there, when you fix the sensors for a robot, you are fixing it in such a way it will catch maximum data from the outside. We are also made like that. But what we did, Kaschid dhira pratyagatmana maikshat avritta chakshu amritatvam. Somebody suddenly realized, why should I only discover the outer world? There is also an inner world. And he turned his senses inward. Although the sockets may be pushing our eyes outward, I have the conscious capacity to turn my mind and intellect inward. So when you do that, you will understand things from within. When I learn to close my eyes to the outer world, what will happen is my mental world will become more real to me. My intellect will become more real. My intellectual world will become more real. Have you seen this? Children who shine in the classroom are children who have little turned away from the sense life. They are more focused and concentrated now. And if you turn that mind also inward through inquiry and meditation, then we actually get a sense or a feel for pure existence, what is called. See, it is not alien to your experience. I am telling you, আমরা এটা যে বলছি না কি this world outside, I'm experiencing it like this. That also is happening through consciousness only. If you were not a conscious entity, it would not be happening. So consciousness is involved in every act of perception and meditation. In fact, it is on the ground of consciousness that you are perceiving. So all that they are asking us to do is turn senses inward, turn mind inward, and search out this I sense within you. This is what will be told now. This I sense reverberating within us. Check out and see. Is it the ego? Is it some thought? Is it some emotion? Some faculty of your mind? It is none of these. But there is a sense of being, existence. What is that sense then? Now deepen it. When you deepen it, ota pratibhat hoy as pure awareness. I just am. This just am, bare existence or naked existence. This is the self. It is ever present, even now when we are, acting ignorant. Even there the self is there, so you are able to behave ignorantly. If not for the presence of the self, we couldn't think, we couldn't act, we couldn't feel, we couldn't do anything. So when your goal you're seeking is already there, all that is required to remove obstacles to that goal. What are the obstacles? The outward turned mind, the outward turned senses. These are the obstacles. The senses and mind themselves are not obstacles. For the Rishi mind, they are advantages. Yes, he uses his senses to get the best out of life. He uses his mind to function at a very high level. The problem is only the senses which move only towards sense objects. ঠাকুর বলতেন না এটা ওটা ত্যাগ করে কি করবে? আসল ত্যাগ হলো to be able to gear our entire vitality towards the higher goal. Kamini Kanjan Tyag ঠাকুর বলতেন. The giving up of lust and greed and passions, what draws the senses to gross sense objects, that is to be overcome. Then the senses become your friends. See, when I see another person, if I only see divinity shining there, what will be my experience of life? How elevating it will be. I look at another person, I see a brilliant mind. Because my own mind has become luminescent, I'm able to see that brilliance. How beautiful life would be. So the whole thing is to divinize life, not to run away from life. See, here only in Isha Upanishad there is a prayer, may I live well 100 years. That is the prayer. The Rishi's prayer is like that. I must live a complete life. Complete life means vitally alive life. Means uncompromised in silly things. A life uncompromised in the senses. Yes. If you move away from that a little, you will build the inner life. So that is all they are asking us to do. Brahma vastu na already ache. Kothay ami otake khujbo? It's a wrong question. For the simple reason, where it is there, I am not seeing it. And I want to see it in some luminous cave of the heart or in some temple or in Himalayan meditation. All these are wrong concepts. See, these are concepts which the mind makes up. Ami ekhane pachi na okhane peye jabo. You won't get it anywhere. You will only get it where you are. Because it's your consciousness. So the way to unravel it is turn the senses and mind inward. And where you are, that is holy ground. Swamiji bolte na eta, you are worshipping God in temples, you are the Taj Mahal of temples. He is already shining in your heart. This is Vedant. সেই জন্য এখানে দেখুন মন্দিরই করা হয়নি. Where we will study real Vedant, you will not worship God only in one place. He is in all places. Why should you restrict him to one place? Isn't it doing injustice to his splendor? And why should you invoke him in an image when he is already invoked and expressing himself through so many? This is the worship of the Virat. Advait is the worship of the Virat. He is already there as everything, manifesting as everything. We must learn to see it like that. Swamiji ekta jaygaয় বলছেন, don't seek God, see God. He alone has become all this. আর কোথায় আমরা খুঁজে পাবো তাকে? You may do lot of sadhana. See, we believe in the life of sadhana. You will get mystic experiences which will convince your intellect and mind that reality is ever as it is. আর আমি যে জানি না এটা আমার দোষ, মানে মনের and senses এর দোষ. I have to turn them inward for that, to see the God who's ever shining in everything. But that is why training of senses and mind is sadhana.
To be in awareness and to be aware of the whole world. So this kind of a same answer would come, wouldn't it? Because we are aware of all things around us. And when it comes to awareness, it means that you leave that and be in yourself.
See, that is why language fails when you try to explain something like this. See, suppose I think I am a body, okay? Then all other individuals will appear to me as bodies, as so many people around me. So that in some way I have to include all into me. এরকম একটা concept মনের মধ্যে আসে. Suppose I think I am mind. Then then you are sensitive only to chittakash, not to sthulakash. So then mental space of everyone, minds of everyone have to be one with my mind. Some such concept will come. But if you know yourself to be awareness or the Atman, not that everyone has to be in me. Everyone is already in me. Everything is only in awareness. Body, mind. Everything is already only in awareness. So when the experience of self-knowledge comes, it is no question of including others. There are no others now. Even body and mind is perceived only in awareness, always. Isn't it? Not apart from awareness. When you know yourself to be that awareness, you will see everything is an extension of myself. No others. So now you are all inclusive. In the deepest sense of the word, a person becomes all inclusive. Kanana, or madhe that feeling of individuality has vanished. His own sense, when your sense of yourself changes, your sense of every other being changes. Only such people can actually talk of unity and equality and all that, because they feel it. It's in their first person experience. The rest are only somehow trying to intellectualize it. Thakureর জীবনে যে examples আছে, and all saints sabsiale rekra, they experience this only. Such a deep sense of unity. That is why then that compassion and all that kindness.
Is telepathy like a small glimpse of that?
It is when you mind.
Right?
With mind, when you seek mental unity, you will perceive it in the form of telepathy and clairvoyance, all this. You will get that's why you see mystic experiences are important in spiritual life. Don't discount them. Like a vision of a deity, or you are feeling the mantra rising within you. All this will change the very nature of your mind. So they have their own value and place. They may not be ultimate in the sense of Advait Vedanta, but they are milestones in your progress.
They give an indication.
They give an indication. They will give you inner conviction. They will transform mind. Isn't it? So all these experiences are important. Chaitanya Thakur said, harmonize all the yogas. The nature of our mind has to change. It is used to thinking reality is out there. Now that has to go. See, fundamentally in your own experience, even now, just now, you are only aware and nothing more than that. And your individuality is only assumed. It's a thought form of your mind. It is not your first person experience even now. Do you experience yourself as Richa Chopra? Tell me. Do you experience Richa Chopra yourself? You only experience yourself as self-aware. Richa Chopra is a name given to you, and it can always change, and everything else about you is like that. You only respond to a name because from childhood you are conditioned into it. But you were not born with a name label. So also every other attribute with you. But your sense of existence does not belong to mind. That was there before your mind came into being and it will be there after your mind goes. When we drop mind, then also consciousness prevails. So this sense of our existence is what is being called Atman or Brahman, whatever you call it. It doesn't matter even if you don't give it a name. It is your formless, nameless, pure being, pure existence, ever present, shining in your heart. And you only relate with that. Even your body, see, I can give you so many clues to this, Even your body, now suddenly, if I ask you what is your age, you have to think and tell your age. Do you feel your age? No, that's what I'm telling you. You never feel your age because you never feel your body. You are not actually, you're only wearing a body, no? Like this coat. I'm wearing this coat. Do I always feel that I am wearing the coat? No. Once I wear it, it is doing its work. I'm not bothered about the coat. So also with your body. See, if medical science didn't tell us all the organs we had, do you think we would know it? You are unconscious of the body. But self-aware you are always. And why do we discount this awareness from our experience? See? You have to think to remember your age. You don't feel your age ever. And this applies even to the 90-year-old. I'm telling you. They always feel young within themselves because no relation with the body. But আমরা এটাকে closely দেখছি না. See, these phenomena of life, we are not looking at it through the lens of Vivek. Strong discretion between the real and the unreal. If I was the body, I should feel the weight of my 60 years, isn't it? I don't feel it.
No, why, Mataji? Why don't we feel that we always feel younger than the age?
Because you are awareness. You are not the body. এখন আমি এই কোট পরে আছি, whether this coat is 5 years old or 10 years or 40 years old, I will not know. When you are wearing something, you will not know its age. You are wearing the body, so you never feel its number of years. And to sport your age, which many people do, that, oh, I'm 60, I'm 40, it's only after a lot of confusion that you are saying that. After deliberate identification, and then memory, and then many things impinging on your awareness, and then you declare your age. Isn't it? It is there in your own experience, I'm telling you. Vedanta is not in books. Vedanta is not in talks. It's there in your own experience all the time. আমরা ওইভাবে ওটা ভাবিনি, চিন্তা করিনি ওইভাবে. That's our only problem.
Mataji has given such an excellent explanation of Brahman. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Do stay tuned to Devakshar, like and share our videos, and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining Devakshar.